Good morning and welcome back. It's like late evening for me, but good morning to everybody else. I'm gonna get back to some more of these hunts, because I actually didn't get much solo progress done last night. Because Eno joined up and we wound up going online and playing some there, which was a lot of fun, but it means I think I only got like one solo hunt done. And we have, I guess, let me do the pixel thing. You know, I think on morning streams I'll give it a little time to give people to show up before I do the pixel thing. I think that's a pretty decent idea. I just have to then remember to do it. Maybe I just won't. I don't know. I'll think about that. Dan, how's it going? I mean, we were just talking, so I know how it's going, but still, how's it going? And Mike, how's it going? I'm sorry that I woke you up, I guess. So this one's gonna be nothing new. This is just a Royal Ludroth. I fought like 2 of these last night. It's the first one I'm doing solo, though, so I guess it's still something. Poison knives. Sure. Let's do it. I forgot to eat at the canteen. I'm such a scrub. And I am still so excited for Generations Ultimate. Ah, I get you. Yeah, that was part of why I started doing. I mean, I probably sound like a broken record because I'm saying this all the time. This is why I started doing like impromptu morning streams, because one, this isn't the case this morning, but some mornings there's just like nobody live, and I'm just bored and I need something to do. But then the first morning I did it completely impromptu, like a bunch of my regular viewers were like watching on their phones at the bus stop waiting to go to school, and I was like, I don't know, that's really cool. Like I remember being their age and like watching a quick like 30 minutes of cartoons before I went to school. And I was like, hey, if people want to pop in before they have to go to school or work or get their own kids up or whatever, like it gives them just something to watch for just a couple minutes, I think that's pretty cool. Take that, and then let's do the poison knives for funsies. Well, okay. I haven't looked at my analytics in a while. I should do that. Hey JMT, how's it going? Say good morning, but I'm pretty sure you've been up working all night, so hope you're hanging in there and not too tired. Just being evasive, and I am not a fan. Ah, I got an hour left, not bad. This is chaos. Yeah, that sounds about right. I would say between the ages of 12 and maybe 20. If I had to make it nice and broad. But then, I don't know. I've been getting quite a few people who are, like, parents that are, like, my age or even older. Nice, 2 days off. Are you going to be doing any streaming in those 2 days? Yeah, I remember you mentioning that you were a grandfather on stream the other night. I'm 32 myself. For another 2 months, and then I'll be 33. I really want that tail. I don't think I'm gonna get it though. I'm very dodgy about it. Whoops. Chat kills. Hey Mandarin Tang, how's it going? Good morning. Or good evening, depending on... I think you are either in another country or you're night owls just like us. I am not sure. But welcome, either way. Ah, you are also from the East Coast, so am I. Over on the East Coast where our air is actually breathable at the moment. It sucks. I know so many people that live in Washington in particular, and they're just like, yeah, you walk outside and die right now. It's like, that sucks. Yeah, I hope that gets better soon. Hi. That's dumb. That was bad dodge. Now you're in Jersey. I'm in Pennsylvania myself, so hello neighbor. I just realized I'll probably get the parts from this for my next weapon upgrade. I'm just gonna have to kill a Nibble Snarf then. Which is like, you know, the best monster name in the game. In the series, probably. Oh, you were born in PA too, nice. Yeah, I was born here, grew up here until I was about 30, and then moved to Virginia for a while and like didn't really care for it, and then came back about a year ago. Actually, I guess it was closer to like maybe 8 months by now. Ow! I didn't think you'd turn that far. These solo monsters, like, do not hit hard at all. Yeah, I hear a lot of people say that about, like, oh, Virginia's gorgeous, though. Not the part I lived in. I mean, it was okay. It was very flat and kind of, like, unkempt. It was very much like the middle of nowhere part of the state. I think what made me hate it so much is the fact that I couldn't get real internet there, like, at all. Like, the internet there was absolutely terrible in basically every way. Like, I had to give up my channel for 2 years because of that, because there was just not functioning real internet. Wow, these cats are dropping all sorts of stuff. Chill out, Cha-Cha. I guess one good thing though is since the internet was so bad and like I was a lot more active because like I was kind of fortunate that that's when Pokemon Go came out and there was a lot of Pokemon stuff around that area, so I was like walking every single day. Now I'm lazy and I like never do anything because I have the internet in front of me and I don't want to leave. Hit me. Gets on his face, I guess. I actually did lose like a fair, like not a huge amount of weight, but I definitely lost a bit, and I was just in general I just felt better because I was staying active. Now I like go out to burn garbage in the mornings and I get winded because I'm so out of shape. It's horrible, it needs addressing. But the weather is like too sucky to do anything about it right now, so that's my excuse. The weather sucks. I'm kind of mixed on Pokemon. I like it, but like I don't play it very often. Like I'll probably get Let's Go when it comes out. But the only reason I'm gonna get Let's Go is probably because of streaming it, to be honest. If I weren't streaming, I'd probably just wait for the next like full game. But like I'll play it and I'm sure I'll enjoy it, but then like when I'm done playing it, that will probably be it. I won't play it like 50 different ways or anything. I won't hunt to get the entire Pokedex. I won't try and get however many like shinies with like perfect stats or anything like that. It's like, which is like nothing against those that do, of course. Like whatever you like is whatever you like, you know. But yeah, I'm weird with it. Like it'll probably come out and that'll probably be like all I play for like that week, and then when I'm done, I'll be done. It'll just be like, okay, that was the game. Moving on. Do you mind? Freaking underwater combat. Yeah, I was thinking that yesterday when I went out to burn. I was like, geez, if you burned trash there, I imagine that would be a big... I imagine you can't because of stuff like that. but it's been raining for like 5 weeks straight out here, so I don't think dryness is a concern. Hey Cassidy, how's it going? Is Poco 1 still around? I've been curious about that. Because when I saw it, when I streamers were really obsessed with it for a while, right? And I was like, this is gonna get shut down. Like, the Pokemon Company is going to shut this down because they always shut this stuff down. So I wouldn't get attached to it. I'd be really, like, is it still around? Because that's really surprising if it is. Yeah, that's very surprising, because that's been around for a couple months now. Usually they stomp that stuff out really fast. Do you have to go that way? Or, no, never mind, that's the way I want you to go. I thought I was in 5, not in 3. Hey, Blue. Good morning, how's it going? I think part of it to me is that I like Pokemon as a franchise, but RPGs for me are very much like, I have to be in just the right mood to play an RPG. So I think that's kind of why they don't really hook me much for like an extended period of time anymore, because I really have to be in the mood to play an RPG anymore. A turn-based RPG, that is. Because I play, like, action RPGs, like, all the time. Like, this is basically an action RPG. Could you not? You're, like, moping because I got your tail. Are you leaving? You're leaving? That kind of works, I guess. I don't have you painted anymore. Son of a bitch. See, I don't know, part of me is like, I should give it a shot, but then the other part of me is like, they're gonna shut it down the week after I get comfortable playing it. So, what's it matter? The only fan games I really get into are like Mega Man and Sonic ones, because I know they're not gonna get shut down. Because Capcom doesn't give a shit, and Sega loves that fans do that stuff. The hell is he? Oh, hi. You were waiting for me, it seems. And the other thing for me is I already have so many games to play that it's like, I would probably play it like one night and then that would probably be it. And I'd be like, okay, like I'd never get back to it. Which I don't really like doing. I was thinking that earlier, because like, because Dan and I have had this debate, right, about how like I kind of think that people should try out a bunch of different stuff and see what all there is out there. He thinks that like you should jump into a game and like see everything that one game has to offer. And I can see both sides of that for sure. But then I've seen a few other streamers lately where they literally play a different game every stream and they like never get back to any of the games. And it's just constantly like, oh man, I should get back to playing that game again. And it's like, then stop playing a different stream or a different game every stream. Like, commit to playing through those games if you want to play them so badly. Yet every time they go live, they're playing something completely new. And I'm like, what are you doing? You're never. This is how people get backlogs that are miles long, because you never commit to playing any games. I mean, I guess, like, even that is, like, if that's how people want to do it, fine, but don't complain about it. Because that's what bugs me, is that they constantly complain that, like, there's too many games, there's never enough time for games, and it's like, well then, stop playing so many of them. Dial it back a little bit. That's what I do. Like, I complain every now and then and say, like, oh, there's just too many games to play, but then I usually pick a game and say, I don't need to have this one, because I already have enough. I'll focus on what I already have. That's why I haven't gotten Mega Man X Legacy Collection 2 yet, because I'm like, I just don't need it. I have enough to do already. If I get it, it's either going to sit on my Switch and I'm never going to play it for months to come, or I'm going to play that in favor of other things that I should be playing. I like how Cassidy is exploring her school looking for good internet. Priorities. And yeah, exactly, Dan. I've seen these streamers that, like, every single night they're playing something new, and it's like that's great, because on one hand, if you got people watching, that's great, because you're exposing people to new games, and that's a good thing. But then, yeah, they'll sometimes turn around and be like, oh yeah, I never finished this game. Oh, I never finished this game. I should really do that. It's like, well, then do it. Then do it. Eventually, I got sick of saying, oh, I really need to play Celeste, and I said, I'm gonna freaking play Celeste now, because I've put it off for too long. Like, it's in your hands. As my good friend Kenny Maximum says, it's YouTube, it's not their tube. You do you. You do what you want to do. If you want to get back to playing a game, get back to playing the game. Do it. Like, I guess that's my point, is the fact that, like, yeah, I say things about streamers that play, like, the same game over and over again, that I don't really like that. But, like, to use Dan as an example, he's doing it right. He's not sitting there complaining that he's playing nothing but Odyssey, because that's what he wants to be doing. He's embracing it. What I don't like is when people, like, choose to do that, and then they turn around and complain about it, like, that's not their choice. That's what I'm really getting at, I guess. Like, if you want to try a bunch of different games, do that. Embrace it. If you want to focus on a few games and complete those, do that. And embrace it. If you want to stick with one, because there's one particular thing you want to get done, embrace it. Do it. Like I said, YouTube, not TheyTube. That's why I feel really bad for Fortnite streamers, because they probably feel like they're stuck. They probably feel like they can't play anything else. And if they do play anything else, everybody's just like, why aren't you playing Fortnite? It's gotta suck. It's gotta suck. Get back here. I'd like to mess up his main, but that doesn't seem like it's going to be happening. Because it hasn't yet, and I think he's getting pretty weak. Yeah, something I've come to really appreciate about Odyssey is that, like, I've gone on record saying that, like, I don't think Odyssey's a very hard game. I've actually seen people in other streams being like, wow, you've gotten all 880 moons, you must be a god at this game. 880 moons was easy, honestly. But where Odyssey shines is that you can kind of make up your own challenges like that. And that's really cool. I think there's something special about games that do that. It's something I like about the Mega Man games a lot, because you can kind of be like, oh, I'm not going to use any of these weapons, or I'm not going to use any of these upgrades, or like you can do stuff like that, and that's cool. Yeah, Mike, that's a good one. I like that. I don't get that too often. Sometimes people will ask, what, like, somebody asked last night, when are you gonna play Kirby's Return to Dreamland? And that was more like them saying, you are currently playing Kirby's Return to Dreamland, when are you gonna play it again? And that I'm okay with. And that I was just like, I mean, I don't know. But it does bug me, like Dan has it happen all the time, where people come in like, are you gonna play Splatoon 2? Like 3 times a week he has people coming in asking that, and it's like... First of all, look at his channel. Have you ever seen him play anything even close to Splatoon 2? Why would you ask so persistently? Like, it's weird. I do have like one viewer who's a regular viewer, and he's like really eager for me to play some more Paladins, and I feel bad because I really haven't been feeling it, but he's been patient about it, and that's why I feel bad. He's only asked like twice, but then you do definitely have those people that were like, I think part of it is that it comes off, it comes off the wrong way, because I think what they mean to be asking, they'll literally come in and say, quote-unquote, play Fortnite. When in reality, I think what they're saying is, do you ever play Fortnite? Do you have any interest in playing it? Will you ever play it? But no, they're just like, play Fortnite. Which comes off as, stop doing what you're doing right now and play what I want you to play. It comes off the wrong way entirely. And I want to assume that most people don't mean it like that, because that's completely ridiculous. Yeah, that too, Dan. Or I think I would like to see you play this game. I'd like to hear what you have to think about it. I think that's what they mean. They're just not communicating it correctly. Who do I have to talk to here? Oh, right, I had one of these things to do. Villager requests. Cool, I only need resources for this, so I should go out and do that at some point. Yeah, the dabbing thing. I cannot comprehend the fact that dabbing is still a thing. And I think I blame games like Fortnite for that. Because they were like, oh, remember this really old meme? We should resurrect that and put it in our game. Like, thanks. Thanks, guys. We could have been free from that one. Yeah, Dan, are you the one that has the analogy of, like, you don't go to a restaurant and go up to other people and say, why are you eating that? You should be eating this. I think that's one of your analogies. What? Talk to the guy with the thank you. I hate this part of the game. Like, thank God this is, like, just a Monster Hunter 3 thing, and it's not as bad in the other ones. Oh, yeah, 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 the movie theater one. Do I have to fight a bear off? Or I can capture some stuff, which I don't really want to do. Yeah, like... And I guess the thing is that I get it, and part of what bothers me is that the people who are rude about it kind of ruin it for everybody else, because... What was the stream I was in? I was watching somebody's stream last night, and I wanted to ask, have you ever played, like, this game? Would you ever think about playing it, etc.? And I was like, but whenever people ask that, they think it's rude. So, like, I don't want to ask that. I don't want to be that guy. I mean, as long as I phrase it correctly, for the most part, they're probably not going to mind. But... Or no, I remember what it was. I wound up... I was watching somebody that raided somebody, and I looked... They were playing Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, that's fine. And I looked to see what else they play on their channel, and it was literally like 24 Breath of the Wild streams in a row, and I was like, I wanted desperately to be like, do you play anything else? Because I'm not subscribing if this is it. But I was like, I don't want to be that guy, because whenever people ask that, it comes off as super rude. I need to make more potions, and I don't think I have the materials for them. It's not bad, actually. I should go do some gathering. Yeah, I really like that Cass is exploring the school while watching a stream and chatting on their phone. Yeah, I see what you're getting at, Mike. I've had discussions about memes in that regard, about how some people basically just communicate using memes, and they don't understand that to other people it looks like they don't know how to communicate, but it's like that might be the only way they know how to communicate. That's why I always, like, encourage people to communicate. I was saying, like, a couple streams ago about, like, I'll go on this rant about how, like, if you're talking about a game you really like, that it's important to refer to it as your favorite game and not as the best one, because people can accept the fact that you're calling it your favorite more than the best, because if you call it the best, you're immediately challenging what they think is the best, or what their favorite is. And some people, I was talking about Pokemon in particular, because when people talk about Pokemon generations, it's very much like, I like this one the best, and then somebody else is like, well, I like this one the best instead. Fuck you, then. And it just... When I hear people say stuff like that, my thought is, well, why do you like that one the best? Please tell me more. Enlighten me as to what it is about that one that you like so much. But because a lot of people don't know how to communicate in that regard, which is a problem with just society today. Because a lot of people don't like to hear opinions. If it's a different opinion, it's wrong. That's gonna suck. I really don't want to do that. Because, like, Sonic games are another one where, like, everybody tends to have a different favorite Sonic game. And, like, whenever I hear somebody say that of certain Sonic games their favorite, I just want to know why. Why is it your favorite? What is it that you like about it so much? What about these other ones do you not like as much? But most people are just like, it's better. That's not an opinion. That sounds like you heard somebody else with that opinion and you just took it and were like, that's my opinion now. That might not be the case, but that's what it sounds like to me. I wouldn't say it's an internet thing, I think it's like a social media thing. I think that's the problem. Which is internet, it's like the same thing, but... And yeah, like you said, in this day and age, society and internet are the same thing. Like, I think... We live in a world where the society and the internet were able to learn from one another, and instead of getting the best of both, we got the worst of both. And that's really sad. I know I'm dragging my feet here, I just don't really feel like fighting a Barroth. I just don't feel like capturing anything either. That sounds like a big pain in the ass. I think what bothers me about that is I don't understand Twitter. Which... Maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm just old. But, even, like, years and years ago, I had friends that tried to get me into using Twitter, and I was like, I don't get it. Yeah, I typically like focusing more on the discussion, especially when it's being provided. Because some nights, like, and it's nothing against those particular viewers, but some nights I'll have streams where, like, nobody's talking. And I do typically enjoy just kind of hanging out and talking more than anything. But I always keep in mind that while you guys might be appreciating the conversation, and while I might be appreciating it, if anybody new comes into the stream, like, right this minute, they're gonna be like, you've been sitting here for, like, 3 minutes and not playing anything. What are you doing? Like, are you gonna play the game? And it's like, so I try to balance it. And I know, I feel like I'm pretty good at, like, continuing to talk once I'm playing. It's just moments like this where I have to decide what I'm doing that I can't make decisions while I'm talking. I have to stop and think, like, okay, well, what am I doing here? Is this... This isn't the buff I want. Defense damage received from lava is useful, but not at the moment. Sure, that works, whatever. Have I been... Like, I should probably try and make some new armor soon. Because I can't upgrade this any further, right? Because I'm not getting those armor spheres yet. So, I'm currently at 14 armor apiece, and I can make up to 18 armor. I don't really want the Rathian set, though. It's like stupid. And then the Gobul set is like a freaking... a Chun-Li outfit. Hey Seven, how's it going? Yeah, streaming is walking and chewing gum on hard mode. Yeah, at time, depending on the game. Some games it's really easy for me to get a handle on it, and then other games are like really hard. It really depends. Ooh, Lagiacrus armor though. That's a... But I don't want to fight that many Lagiacrus. That sounds terrible. I actually kind of like the look of this Gobul set. I thought it looked kind of ridiculous, and it kind of does. But I think I'm okay with it. What stats does it have on it, though? Not stats, skills. How fast you consume items. It's not bad. Who cares about swim speed? Increased critical hit rate. And it slows down how fast the red portion of my health refills. That's not bad. Huh. I think it's because I'm still a pretty small streamer, but I actually don't deal with that many people coming in asking for Fortnite, which is kind of nice. Not really looking forward to when that changes. Maybe, hopefully, Fortnite will be dead by the time that happens. Like, every now and then I'll get somebody that'll ask about it, but it's usually not that bad. Fort Poopy Butt? First of all, Dan, you need to watch your language. Now I can see a future where Fortnite. I don't think Fortnite's ever gonna die. It's definitely going to drop though. How long will that take? I don't know. There was a week, like a couple of weeks ago, where viewer counts for Fortnite were really, really low, and I thought it was happening. I was like, holy shit. It's upon us. Hey, Galactic John, how's it going? Yeah, but Dan doesn't swear. That's the joke. I don't know. I like Fork Knife. I think that's a pretty okay name. I'm pretty down with that one. Where do you think you're going? Is he still here, or did he leave? I think he's still... Yeah, there he is. Hi. Oh, goodness. Roar. My concern is that with chat moving at this speed, I can handle it. But like the other night I was playing Kirby and Farran raided me and then Yort raided me shortly thereafter, and like chat was like 3 times as busier than I was used to, and I was like, I can't keep up with this. This is ridiculous. But I imagine I would adjust to that over time. I'm just not used to it regularly being that crazy. Oh. Imagine if football involved the players holding a conversation with the spectators. Yeah. What's really going to be challenging is going to be playing something. Like, I have a lot of respect for the streamers that can, like Kent says Booyah, because he can play Monster Hunter with being on voice chat with people that he's playing with, and he can still pay attention to chat and talk to people that talk to his viewers. Like, that takes, like, wow, like, good work. I'll be curious to see how I do when Generations is out and I'm doing it. Yort is also really good at paying attention to chat. Like, unusual. Like, not only paying attention to chat, but, like, still playing while he's doing it. A lot of people point out in his streams, like, how do you, like... He can be, like, legit playing Mario Kart and not watching the screen. He can be watching chat while playing Mario Kart and, like, not be in dead last. It's like, how on earth? How do you even... Yeah, you like that? Don't even. Okay, good. I thought he was reapplying all that mud already. I was gonna say, you are a bastard. Whoops. Which, yeah, if anybody doesn't know any of these streamers I'm name dropping, you should definitely check them out. I think Kent is the only one I don't have a command for. Which I need to do that. I have a really bad feeling all of a sudden. Oh yeah, you definitely check out Mike's channel too, but I don't have a command for him yet either. I have to do another round of making new commands here soon. And thank you, Blue, by the way. Should be getting ready for school, but no. She's here being my best berry. That's why best berry. Even. Waste. Bug. I mean, you don't have to... She's joking. She doesn't... I have a freaking mod channel on my Discord that just lists all of the commands so that, so that they don't have to memorize them. Because I had a really good idea to do that. And hello, welcome to the stream. Anyone new? I'm sorry that I only speak English, but hope you enjoy your. I was gonna say enjoy your morning, but it's probably not morning where you are. I do that sometimes, Mike, especially with Monster Hunter, because I feel like I could talk about this game for hours, because there's just so much to cover. Yeah, it's true, you are on a phone, so that's, like, not super useful for you, but still. Yeah, I had that idea, and if anyone wants to steal that, go for it. I think it's a pretty solid idea. I basically just made a second moderator chat that only I could post in, and then I just list all of the different streamer commands so that they can look them up easily. Oh yeah, I didn't know your channel was that seasoned. I started doing playthroughs first, but like I really didn't care for it that much. Not as much as I'm enjoying streaming. I'm enjoying streaming a lot more than I've been doing playthroughs. Personally. It's a good chunk of hits right there. Yeah, I was actually thinking about making commands that basically say, hello, welcome to the stream, I'm sorry I only speak English, but enjoy your stay, in like a bunch of different languages. I'm thinking I like the idea more of just like learning how to say, sorry I don't speak English, but welcome to the stream. Or I only speak English, welcome to the stream. In just a bunch of different languages. But I don't know. I don't want to lead anybody to think. I want to be very clear about it because I don't want to learn just welcome to the stream because I don't want to lead anyone to think that I know all these different languages and then be like, oh, I'm gonna proceed to try to hold a conversation and I'm gonna be like, sorry. The frustrating thing for me is that like, even translating it, I tend to assume that they don't know what I'm saying. So I feel like even responding is like, is there a point? Because, like, yeah, I can address that. Like, no, this is not Monster Hunter World. This is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on Wii U. But it's like, can they understand any of that? Don't even think about it right now, boys. No. Turned my freaking back on you. Jerk. This devil's so damn hard to hit. Oh my god, you are a dick. Let's just kill you. Just get out of here. Well, now this is a thing. Okay, I need to back off. You just wait right there. Anyway, we did hit 10 likes. That is amazing, honestly, because it's freaking 8 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock on the West Coast. Like, that's... It's just great. So I'll toss pixels at everyone for that. Just somebody poking me on Discord. What's going on over here? Yeah. I'll get to that in a minute. Alright, let's see. Sharpen up. Of course the paintball wore off, but this guy only alternates between 4 areas. He's easy enough to follow. Magic Color Squares is a much better name. Damn. Good work, Blue. Yeah, 7, you're not wrong. I don't know, like... My high school offered, like, 4 or 5 different languages, but, like... And they tried to make it required, but, like, I don't know, I felt like they didn't care if we actually succeeded at it or not. I think even if you failed it, they were just like, you tried. Moving on. Alright, Blue, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for modding and all that good stuff. Have a good day. I'll probably see you tonight then. But yeah, I do have the general impression that, like... most, like, people in most other countries will at least understand, like, maybe, like, a third of what I'm saying. So if I'm at least saying, like, hi, welcome, sorry, English only, like, I hope that they're at least being, like, they understand what I'm saying, for the most part. My big concern is I don't ever want them to... I don't want them to think I'm, like... I only speak English, so get out. Because they're welcome to stay, it's just I'm sorry that I can't converse with them. And that really no one else can. I actually have a friend that knows Japanese, and we had a lot of Japanese viewers last night. And I was thinking about asking them to come, like, be, like, an ambassador when I'm doing Monster Hunter streams, but I was like, that seems kind of unreasonable. I don't know. And Dan had the good point of, like, you don't want to nurture a non-English community too much because, like, you ultimately can't cater to their needs. So, and yeah, that's completely correct. And yes, I wouldn't say Americans are dumb, but rather the American culture discourages being smart. I'd say you nailed it. I'd say you nailed it. And yeah, mine offered Spanish, German, French, Italian, and something else. But I can't remember what it was. Would this wear off already, please, before he does that? Is that an art college, Galacticron? I have a very low opinion of art colleges, to be honest. I want to figure out how to change some of those opinions I have. Because there are quite a few things that, like, I have a very low opinion on, and I'm like, why do I have a very low opinion of it? Like, it's just been that way for, like, 10 years. I should rethink everything and be like, do I still have a low opinion of it? Because things might have changed. Alright, Dan. I will probably be here, probably at least for an hour. But, like, what else? Like, anime. I have a very low opinion of anime. And it's like, I haven't tried to watch anime in almost 20 years. I should probably try and, like, reevaluate that at some point. I might be hating something that I don't actually hate anymore. It's a conversation I've had with quite a few streamers about, like, YouTube versus Twitch. I have a very, very low opinion of Twitch, but that's an old opinion. I should probably reevaluate that and find out if that's still how I actually feel. Because opinions change. Well, opinions change, and the things you have opinions about change. If you just constantly, like, pretend it doesn't exist, you're gonna miss out on the change. Yeah, Mike, that's basically how I feel about anime, is that 90% of it is trash and 10% of it is absolutely amazing. That's basically how I feel about it. Yeah. So maybe, I guess, in the case of anime in particular, maybe I should just check out more of that 10%. Maybe that's what I should do. So I still have to do that. Ooh, we have another one here. Funky pheromones. Ooh, we have 3 here. Cool. I don't remember how you get a double barbecue spit. Superhero anime series. Isn't Big Hero 6 actually an anime? Or is it a manga? Alright, Seven. Thanks for stopping in. Have a nice day. Let's see. Funky pheromones are probably pretty easy to get. I'm gonna look up how to get that double barbecue spit quick, because I don't remember. To trade for it, that's right. I think he's right here. Look at that. Trade. Select goods. He does not have one. Or is it rare? Yes, there it is. Double barbecue spit. Let me check on funky pheromones too. Yeah, anime isn't a genre, but, like, a lot of anime have, like, similar... I could understand why people call anime a genre, because a lot of them are, like, have similar, like, storytelling and, like, flow methods, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, My Hero Academia is very superhero-y, isn't it? Ooh. Those pheromones are gonna be tough to get. Yeah, really all anime is it's what they call cartoons in Japan. That's really all it is. It's just a different word for cartoons. That's really all the word means. But a good example of what you mean, Mike, is that, like, I would consider Avatar: The Last Airbender an anime, but it certainly wasn't made in Japan. But it's still very anime-esque, so I think that's why people mistakenly refer to it as a genre. I don't think genre names are very stupid. Like, let's throw that out there for a moment, actually. Especially game genres are just awfully named in so many ways. It's a pet peeve I have. And yeah, JMT, that's another thing I don't like about anime, is that super hardcore anime fans are kind of insane. Okay, let me see. I want to kill those giant mosquitoes for the pheromones. But that's a pain in the ass. So I don't think I'm going to worry about that right now. Let's worry about this for now. Let's get this. Complete. Okay, so there's that. Boop. So I need 1,200 resources. That's a tall order, to be honest. Those pheromones are gonna suck to get, I think. It's kind of amazing that I haven't gotten any accidentally yet. Yeah, that's the funny thing, is that the good way to kill these mosquitoes is to poison them, because the thing with bugs in this game is when you kill them, they usually just kind of explode into parts, and then you can't loot them. So you have to actually poison them and let the poison kill them so that there is a corpse left that you can actually, like, carve pieces off of. So getting the raid is actually very accurate. Alright, I have other people to talk to here. What do you want? Go, bull. Something I... Like, if anyone was watching last night, you're probably noticing that I'm basically fighting the same monsters that I was fighting in the multiplayer quest line last night. Monster Hunter 4 didn't do that. It was a different like lineup of monsters to go through, which made it a lot more interesting. Whereas this feels like kind of redundant. It's like, oh, I've already fought all of these. I guess that's good, because it means I'm getting more parts to make stuff with, so that's good. Yeah, also known as, like, bug eyes and jaw drops and stuff like that. A lot of, the mask is a good example of a lot of that stuff. I should go out. I should go out and get some resources. First. Yeah, I'm not really loving any of those options. I do just have to kill some Nibble Snarf to get that upgrade. Nice. Gonna have to do that tonight for sure. And then armor. Armor's a definite concern. I need to find a new set of armor here soon. But maybe I should just finish up the rank I'm on and move on to the next one, because then I'm gonna get different monsters. And yeah, I'm gonna do that. Well, after I do this. Let's stake it up. Yum. Okay, so these things can drop those pheromones I need, but it's a very low drop rate, so it's probably not an awesome idea to try and kill them. It's like a 15% drop rate, so... I also need, like, lots of herbs and stuff, so... So I think I'll probably do this, and then I'll probably go kill Gobul. So I should probably, like, only be here for, like, 15 minutes. Yeah, like like I said, I feel like I should at least learn how to say, like, welcome to the stream. Sorry, no Japanese. But yeah. What if you can pick up anything I'm saying, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Sorry that I do only speak English. And yeah, it is probably evening-ish for them, isn't it? I saw that Kuropeko up there. Where did he go? Yeah, there he is. I don't know if I feel like killing a Kuropeko. That complicates things. I'm not sure if I'm into that. Yeah, I don't think I knew that either, Mandarin. When I was a kid, I definitely didn't know that Luke Skywalker was freaking the Joker. I didn't think of voice actors, like, in that regard, though, you know? I just thought of them as characters. Good. Well, at least the Kurapeko can't summon something else. It's a bonus. I'll look for some of those mosquitoes. And see, there's an example of why I was saying last night about how a lot of people probably have different ways of pronouncing monster names, and that's why. And at one point I said, if anything, I would refer to the Japanese pronunciation, because like that right there, it tells me that I was nailing it when I was with Kurapeko. Like that is how you pronounce it. You bastard. I think he's done with Batman, though, isn't he? Sadly. Good work, Cha-Cha. Where'd the other one go? I know there was another one. I should try and kill that Jaggy, actually, because that's going to be easy to kill, and it'll be worth a bunch of points. He was the original voice actor, yeah. I think he's, like, done with it now, though. I could be wrong. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of voice actors will say that. They'll be like, ah, I'm not going to do it anymore after this role. They seem to never actually need it. Your frill. Oh, fine. He's limping already. Holy shit. Yeah, the monsters out here, like, don't scale. So, this thing is as if I'm still fighting one from the beginning of the game. Which, even though I'm not, like, that far in, it's a jarring difference. Yeah, I want to say that Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill both said that the Arkham games were going to be, like, that was going to be it. But then I think they both did that movie, The Killing Joke. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where for a while they've been saying, we're done, we're not going to do it anymore, but then they keep doing it anyway. Hey, Funk, how's it going? Mushrooms. So let's find this Jaggy and butcher him. Oh, hi. I wasn't expecting him to be right here. That's convenient, actually. There he goes. God, he died fast. Yeah, I'm starting to think that's just a show business thing. You notice that Sakurai does it all the time, too, with Smash Brothers, where he's always like, I think this is going to be my last one. He's literally been saying that since Brawl. It's like, I don't believe you anymore. Although it's funny, because there's another interview with Sakurai that just came out a couple days ago, where he basically said that as long as Nintendo wants to make Smash Brothers, he's going to be making Smash Brothers. And I was like, yeah, so you're not done. You're like, you are literally in this until the end. Which I think my gripe there is I'd like to see him make other games, is all. Like, I think it would be cool if he just got to make something else for a bit. Even if it's not necessarily a great game. Like, just give him a break to just be imaginative and come up with something new. And yet, like, honestly, it's kind of hard to tell just how much he pushes himself anymore. Because sometimes I think that that might be an exaggeration. I mean, because he kind of, like, I got kind of annoyed before the Smash Direct because he tweeted about, like, oh, there's going to be a Smash Direct tomorrow, and then he said something, he apologized for how tired his eyes were or something like that. And I was like, okay, you're just milking it now. You're just being like, you're just milking the fact that, like, oh, I work so hard. And I was like, that's kind of lame. But then I realized later that that was a reference to K. Rool. So I don't know if he's actually worked as hard as people think. I think he used to be, but I think he surrendered some power finally. I think with 4, he was given the opportunity to basically build a custom team and, like, train them to make a game like he would make a game, and then now he's actually able to let them handle some of it because he knows that they're going to be able to do it right. But I could be wrong. I know that Japanese developers are very much workaholics, so yeah, I could definitely be wrong there. On that note, I know that it's not just him. I know that there are other Japanese developers that do the same thing. They overwork like crazy. I don't know if that's how they approach everything. I don't know enough about Japanese culture. I'd be curious to know. Oops. Hunt report. Ooh, I got some pheromones for killing them, I think. That'll do. I did not get many resources, but I got 3 of the pheromones I needed, so that's pretty cool. I should honestly go back out and do that again. Yeah, I was gonna say, I have a feeling that that's just kind of the way they do it in Japan. They're workaholics. Because that was part of the problem with Mighty Number 9's development process. Like, that was some of the stuff we were hearing about. Like, that was part of the problem. Was that, like, the entire staff was overworked because they were still working like they were freaking AAA developers, but they sure as hell weren't getting paid like AAA developers, so it's hard to stay motivated when that's happening. I heard rumors at some points that they weren't getting paid at all, actually. I mean, there was a lot wrong with that development process, don't get me wrong, but I think that was part of it, is that the entire team was overworked. Hey, Chadley, how's it going? Alright, let's book it over to 7 and kill some more of those bugs, because maybe I can get the rest of the pheromones I need. And maybe we'll see some big bad monsters to butcher on the way. Hopefully another Jaggy, because they go down really fast. Honestly, like, with how fast that Jaggy went down, I have a feeling the Puro Mecha would probably go down pretty fast, too. So I could probably kill one of these, too. One of you needs to not be split to 1,000,000 pieces. Get back here. Sometimes I feel like I should just stand here and, like, wait. There we go. Gotcha. Where's the last one at? Good work, Cha-Cha. Okay, that works. No loot this time. Oh, there's another one. Should probably stock up on herbs and mushrooms again while I'm here. Well, hopefully I got a pheromone like out of one of those from like loot rewards then. Alright, Galactictron, thanks for stopping in. Have a nice day. Maybe I'll see you then tonight. Which I think, I don't know, I actually need to talk to Eno some more to see if we're gonna do more, if we're gonna play more of this tonight, or if I'm gonna be playing something else. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I definitely don't want to let like Monster Hunter take over my schedule or anything. But on the other hand, Monster Hunter streams have actually been doing pretty well, so like I've actually been surprised at how well they've been doing. I think I might have found a mini jackpot or something. Especially considering this is an older game. This isn't even like the most recent one. Too, because this could be like, well, I think those are pretty useful too, but like seriously, all that flailing around and I didn't even accidentally hit one of them. Cool, I actually like didn't destroy one. Good stuff. That's just a wing. Good work, Cha-Cha. Alright, let's go find a big monster to butcher. Wow, there's more of these things. That's a good hey, Hero Pekka. Yeah, you know what? You shouldn't take too much effort to kill, right? Ha! This is actually a really good place to fight him. Because if he sets me on fire, I can just roll in the water quick to address it. Oh, crap. This is like Duck Squad's like worst nightmare. I don't know why the Adventures of Cassidy are like cracking me up so much. It's just really amusing to me. I think maybe it cracks me up because, like, anyone who's out of high school, this is one of those things that, like, nobody talks about, right? But it's something that everybody deals with. Like, I still have bad dreams about, like, the first day of school and, like not knowing my schedule and not knowing what bus number I'm supposed to get on at the end of the day. So it's like, you're living that right now, like these stupid, annoying nightmares that still haunt me to this day. And I always think it's funny when people are like, they're almost like embarrassed that they still have dreams about school, and I'm like, my mom has told me that she still has dreams about school. See, we actually didn't have lockers in high school, so that's not something that I ever dream about. I mean, we did, but they weren't mandatory. We had to, like, sign up for them. And I just never did, because... For starters, my high school was enormous. If Funk is still here, he'll confirm that. So, like, no matter where you got a locker, it was, like, it was always in an inconvenient spot, right? Because the place was so damn big. You were directed to lunchroom already? It's only 8:30. I guess that shines a light on the fact that I guess I don't know where you live, so I guess I don't know what time it is for you. No? Where does Topaz go? Oh. Oops. Yeah, I probably should have thought of that. Well, you know, tell your friends to like, comment, and subscribe. My middle school was like that, JMT. Except it was 7th grade on one floor, on the bottom floor, and then 8th grade on the second floor. My elementary school was like that, where like every grade had its like own wing, but the high school wasn't like that. Combat tours in Iraq and its dish network that has you messed up. I don't know. Different things affect different people in different ways. That's all there is to it. I'm guessing you really did not like that job, is what I'm taking away from that. Alright, I'm already maxed on this stuff, aren't I? No, I could be getting more of this. Okay. Because I can't find where this asshole got to. But that was a small pile. Hey Dan, welcome back. We're talking about high school nightmares. Gish is the worst company in the world? Really? I don't think I knew that. Nightmares about being back in high school because Cassidy keeps poking back in and saying that having trouble finding like homeroom numbers and stuff, and I was like, I still have nightmares about this stuff, and you're like living it right now, and that's cracking me up more than it should be. Usually my dreams are specifically, I don't know what my class schedule is, and not knowing what bus number to get on. Yeah, early years of high school kind of sucked, but the later years were fine. Those didn't bother me much. Because the later years was when I started, like, finding out what I wanted to, like, do with myself, and I was so focused on that like, I didn't care about high school. But since I got kind of lucky, and, like, I had good teachers that saw that I was actually, like, trying to move my life forward, and they kind of, like, embraced that and supported it. So, like, yeah, especially my last year of high school was, like, really good, because it was just productive for me. Where did this Kuropeko go to? How did I lose track? What area have I not checked? Yeah, I honestly don't have the where are my clothes streams very often. I've started having dreams about streaming, which I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Where on earth? I checked 8, right? I think so, Dan. I just personally don't have that one very often. This is gonna start getting boring if I can't find this guy. You know, Mike, I was trying to do the math on that, because you said you were 38, and that you're a grandfather already. And I was like, something about that math doesn't really make sense. Now it does, though. Now I get you. Now I follow. Yeah, Dan, that was my problem. The work was so easy and arbitrary that I was like, what's the point? And somehow I got away with it. Like, that's the thing that kind of puzzles me sometimes. But like I said, I think it's because, like, I was kind of, like, doing things, and I was staying out of trouble, so I think the school administration was like, let him do it. Like, he's doing good things. Being greedy and grabbing all this stuff, which is could potentially go terribly wrong, but, you know, some of this stuff, like, you don't kill a lot that actually drops it, so I don't want to miss out on the chance. Hey Jaden, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. And yeah, JMT, I remember you mentioning some things about some really bad bullying that really sucks. And that, like, that can really be, like, crippling. Like, I dealt with very, like, light stuff in that regard. And even then, like I hear stories now of people that get bullied, and I'm like, wow, I really had it easy. And even what I dealt with took me, like, a couple years to kind of, like, get over. And I feel bad that, like, I guess I don't really know how to, like, deal with that, other than, like, of course I hope it does. I hope it doesn't continue to haunt you for too long. Like, I hope you can move past it. I feel like that doesn't actually do as much damage as it feels like. Oh, it's dead. Beating that corpse. I was still bouncing off, which was weird. And hey, name, I can't read. Well, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I'm sorry that I do only speak English. Or read it, rather. I guess that's the better way of putting it. I could read one thing and not be able to speak it very well. But still, welcome to the stream. Alright, so let's boogie on out of here. Fluffy. Alright. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, he just went and bought food. Were you not paying attention? He doesn't have any lunch money. Alright, what do I have here? Let's turn this in. Report. Pheromones. Good stuff. Okay, let's see. This is a new mask for Cha-Cha. Insect box improvement. And another mask for Cha-Cha. Which probably isn't super useful. So we should probably do this one first, because that's going to be important. I think that's... Yeah, that's all the resources I have right now. So that's alright. Good progress. Let's go kill that Go-Bull. Loot, loot, loot. I'd like to be able to kill some Nibble Snarf. Nibble, 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 snarf. Is this an urgent quest? Whatever. Let's do it. I'm not looking forward to it, but let's do it. Oh yeah, good call, JMT. Actually does make quite a bit more sense. I thought they meant that, like, someone made a stupid joke, as in, like, an amusement was a joke. And I was like, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. None of these are super useful. There's probably better buffs, but alright, it's one step at a time. So it's alright, autocorrect is a hell of a thing. Okay, no more caffeine, so that I can actually go to sleep easily when I'm done. It's the last of my caffeine for the night. I say, and then I'm probably going to betray that in like half an hour. Because I don't have much self-control. Alright, JMT. Yeah, you got done with work, what, like... about an hour ago. Something I don't like about single player is, and I probably ranted about this already, but like these monsters always they always spawn in a very specific area, and you have to kind of go find them to trigger a cinematic. And it's like, I don't know, how about you just tell me where he is? Multiplayer doesn't have the cinematics. Probably going to be in 5 or 6, or maybe even 8. Although I'm being stupid and not looking for the things. Because you can see his whiskers sticking out, because he's like burrowed underground. Sort of. They sort of have preset patterns. Like they have certain zones that they'll always spawn in, and they have certain zones that they'll always go to. Like some of them won't go to certain areas. Like I was pointing out when I was fighting Baroth a little bit ago, he only ever sticks around 4 areas of the map. And he's almost always in the same, like, entrance. Like, he always starts in, like, the same spot. But sometimes that's not the case. It depends on the monster. Not. That hit me. Whatever. Would you stop? Oh, I missed it. See how he's doing that shit where he's like right above me, so I can't do anything. I hate water combat so much. So much. 3 is the first and only one with underwater combat. I think they realized after this that it was a terrible idea, and they didn't, like, I don't think enough people hated it that they were like, let's not. Then 4 did the whole, like, calling it aerial combat is, like, kind of not accurate, but it deals with, like, the stages have more, like, ledges and stuff that you can jump off of and, like do, like, lunging jump attacks and stuff. And, that was really fun. So they kind of stuck to that, because I think they realized they were onto something good there. I don't know if World still has that. No, World is kind of its own thing. I wouldn't even necessarily consider World to be 5. Because it's a very different game in a lot of ways. And then Generations is kind of like a best of kind of game. Yeah, 3 came out on Wii, and then then there was Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, which I think was on PSP, and then 3 Ultimate was on Wii U and 3DS. And then 4 was just on 3DS. And then Generations was just on 3DS until it's coming out on Switch next week. I should have healed first. It's alright. And then World was only on PS4 and PC, but I heard the PC version sucks, so yeah. I'm curious to try it out, but here I went and looked at the Steam reviews for the PC version. They are not good. Might try and keep an eye out, like, maybe over the Steam holiday sales, maybe it'll be on sale for a decent price, and I'll pick it up then. If it was like half off, I'd probably still get it. Also, it's such a... It's such a shift seeing Cassidy, like, going around the school looking for good Wi-Fi. When I was in high school, we didn't have Wi-Fi yet. Like, I guess we did, but it wasn't, like... It wasn't commonplace. We didn't even have smartphones yet. I think, like, the first iPhone came out, like, the same year that I graduated, or something. So it's crazy to think that that's such a thing, because I feel like that's something that like I couldn't even comprehend yet at that age. I don't know if I would use controller for... I mean, it's not the controls that I heard were bad about the PC version. I heard it was the optimizations. I heard the online play is practically unplayable. Sure. I heard that, like... At first I heard that you needed a really good computer to play it, but the system requirements aren't actually that bad. But apparently, it's a very poorly optimized port, which, honestly, when it comes to Capcom, that doesn't surprise me at all. I don't think they have the best track record with PC ports. They should have gotten Sega to do it for them. Sega, like, rocks PC ports every time they do it. And yeah, maybe by winter, they'll, No, I don't see any drop frames. Zero. Yeah, I don't know if I'd use a controller for... I mean, yeah, maybe by the time winter rolls around and it's potentially on sale, they'll have worked out some of the problems it has. My hopes aren't high, though, because Capcom. Ports are really hit or miss. It really depends on the company that's doing them, to be honest. Some companies care a lot more about their ports than others do. And I don't think Capcom is one of the ones that really cares. I've heard incredibly good things about Sega's porting. The Switch version is both in terms of PC and in Switch. The Switch version of Paladins is really good. It's really clean. I've had no problems with that at all. Meanwhile, the Switch version of Fortnite is apparently terrible. Like, I've heard a lot of bad things about that. I've heard very good things about the Diablo 3 port. I've heard that that's pretty solid. But it seems to me like... Was it Doom that had a good port too, I think? I think Wolfenstein was a really bad port, but Doom was really good, if I remember correctly. It really varies. I mean, realistically, the Wi-Fi shouldn't be good at school, because that just encourages kids to be on their phone the whole time. I'm surprised they even have, like, Wi-Fi, that's just public Wi-Fi there. That's kind of weird to me. But I guess in this day and age, how can they not? Very different time. I'm actually gonna run out of potions here. That's not good news. Did I not come in with many potions, I guess? I should probably start stocking mega potions. So I might actually have to go, like, forage and get stuff to make more potions. This is like the full Monster Hunter experience right here. It would be really great if you'd come out of there. Just saying. I kind of forgot that you could even do that. end of the session. Because this was gonna be the last month, but it's not going very well. Oh, now you're getting out of the water. Sure. All right, let's look around a bit here. I might kind of lose track of him here, but. I really did not come into this one very well prepared. Faux shame. Is there really not, like, any herbs around here? Sort of bad news. There's something. Of course, they're not just giving you regular herbs. It's good news. There we go. Cool, I can make one potion. Yeah, I can't really hold back the yawns. These underwater fights, like, just do nothing for me. I lose interest so quickly. This happened last night, too. I was fine until I hit underwater combat, and then I was, like, just constant yawning. So this is so boring. Like, it's not engaging at all. I'm so glad they took underwater out from the later games. It's just such a snore. Alright, let's rest up here. I need to try and find some mushrooms, even though I think I only got one herb out of that, so I'm not really in great shape at the moment. And it's funny because when I fought this thing multiplayer, it actually played, like, very nicely. Wasn't a huge problem. Bugs. There's another thing. Or no, it's not another thing. Is that it? No. Can't find, like, anything at all in this place. Whatever, I might start cheesing it and just running back to, running back to spawn to heal up every time. I think he went this way. I don't know if he's still here. Nope. It was just in one, so he's not there. They didn't, like, mail you your schedule in advance or anything? I guess I don't really know if they did that for me either, to be honest. I don't remember that far back. Where did this dick go? Seriously, where did he go? The worst part is when I'm this tired, I have to stop and, like, remember, like, okay, what did I just say over the last, like, 30 seconds that might have made Dan say that? Climbing is way faster in Generations. Random observement. Observation. The fuck observement? That's how tired I am, I guess. I don't know why I'm that tired. I guess I know why I'm that tired, because I didn't get much sleep last night, but... Where did this guy go? How can I be... How did I lose him to this extent? Extensional. There he is. I see you. Get out here. Thank you. Existential. The difference is this is live. You kind of get weird shit like that when it's live. I've had about enough of this guy's bullshit, I'll tell you. I was hoping he would let me do my wind-up thing and just kind of lay into him for a while. Boom. Alright, now I'm just gonna have to run and go heal and then come back. I guess. Alternatively, I could just take the death and respawn with full health. Oh, he left anyway. Or no, I think he was just underwater. Or underground. Even if I found mushrooms, I literally have 1 herb. So that's not tremendously helpful. If I was on the other map, I'd be fine, but I just don't know where to find shit on this map. And or there's different stuff available, and that's causing problems. Really, I just didn't come very well prepared for this one. Like, it's all my fault. Like, really. It's like, I'm not gonna try and blame the game for it or anything. I just came into this underprepared. Because I don't think I had a full stack of potions. I should probably be supplying mega potions by now. Oh, hi. There you are. Oh, so that can still hit me. Alright. Noted. Yeah, I was wondering if covering my mouth was helping or not. Existential is a perfectly cromulent word? I seem to be doing perfectly fine until the end of the sentence I say the wrong cranberries. Yeah, I was gonna say, cromulent sounds like something from something. That's definitely like... That sounds like a reference. Speaking of which, did anybody get the reference that I just dropped? Go with the underwater bullshit again. Let's get full health first, just so that... Otherwise I'm gonna go in and immediately get hit like 4 times, and then I'm gonna have to leave anyway, so... Now you hit me with the health recovery. Cha-Cha, you have always been worthless. I'm just gonna point that out. Always have, always will be. The Palicos in 4 are way better. Way better. He's just like hanging out. Whatever. Get your butt back here. Now he's an 8, I think. That bodes well, because I think that means he's almost dead. Here's hoping. Schooled the freaking puns, though. The freaking puns, though. Not at this hour. I can't handle puns at this hour. See if I can actually, like, get some whiskers off of him before he... Oh, no, because I already tried. Well, fuck you two then. Are you serious? That's what she said, Dan. Just sit still. Oh my god. Like, just sit still and die, please. Please, I beg you. I'm so over this fight. Maybe I won't continue streaming this game. Maybe I'll just wait for Generations to come out. The underwater combat's just too much. I can't take it. Breaking me. Let's not risk that. Thanks, Cha-Cha. That was actually useful. Thank you. Oh my god. You know, Dan, as I was reading those names, I was like, why does that sound so familiar? but I'm actually not a very... Well, it's not that I'm not a Doctor Who fan. I never really got into it, though. But do I get points for at least, like, knowing that, or thinking that was a reference to something? I had a roommate that was really into it once. So I did watch, like, a fair deal of it, but not in any, like, order. It was just kind of, like, a random grouping of episodes. I liked it. It's just, I have a hard time with sitting down and committing to TV shows, personally. Hell yes, save my progress. Oh, I don't know. Is there? Guess that is kind of an assumption on my part, to be fair. Super Shroom Box. I think I have to trade for Shroom Germ Plus. New honey box. Cool. Man, all the freaking... I mean, I guess I did just kind of finish rank 2, so... Blah, blah, blah. Ah, I can buy potions and antidotes now. Thank you. This is all I could have ever wanted. And cool drinks. Good stuff. I hope that applies to online as well. Alright, so I think I am going to wrap it up here with this. Part of me is like, oh, I could do another one quick, but... I probably shouldn't. That's probably a good place to stop. I mean, I'm gonna take a look at like what I have to do next. But I don't think I'll commit to anything unless something's like, oh well, this won't take long anyway, so I'll just do it. Cool, yeah, I have rank 4, so I have 2 captures to do here, which I can do at some point. Hunt a Baroth and a Great Jaggy. Hunt a Lagombi. Hunt a Great Baggy. Slay 20 Baggies and deliver 8 Bloodstones. And a Harvest Tour. So a bunch of this stuff I can kind of do off-stream. But there are a lot of big hunts here, so... So to do Golden Fish opportunity. I might actually be able to do Golden Fish now. But, okay, let's go over here. No, this isn't where I wanted to be. I did this already. Have to kill. Definitely gonna kill some Nibble Snarf tonight. For sure. So how many people do we have? Here? Should I bother putting a raid together, or should I just go throw myself in bed and die for approximately 8 hours. I will save though. We're gonna do this one. I don't know if he's gonna be live much longer, but I'm still gonna do it. Yeah, a raid has to be really, really, really small for me to say, like, it's not worth it. If there's 3 people, including me, I still think that's enough people to do it. I will basically only not do it when there's only 1 person. And then I'll be like... If it's just 1 person and me, I feel like I'm just, like... It's coming off as looking for a shout-out or self-promo at that point, so... That's when I stay away from it. But 3's enough. I think 3 is enough. I don't know how other streamers feel about that, I guess. They might think it's still not enough, but... So yeah, I'll wrap this up. I might stay up for like another half an hour and do some of this random side questing, but... But I don't need to do that on stream. I can do that on my own time. So yeah, if you guys will join me for a... Yeah, we'll do a regular old Nintagious raid for this one, I think. And we're gonna head over to Kenny Maximum's channel. He's playing some Dead Cells, which, like, a lot of people have been talking about that game lately. I popped in for a bit before I started here, but it seems like a pretty solid idea to head back over there for a bit. Because I don't get to raid him very often, so it's a good good opportunity for some exposure. So if the link doesn't work for you, it's spelled just like it sounds, Kenny Maximum, all one word. Like I said, he is playing Dead Cells. So I'll see you guys over there for the raid, and back here tonight, maybe for who knows what. I might play some more of this, but I might also do like Celeste or something. It's kind of up in the air still. But yeah, hope to see everybody another time soon. And yeah, take it easy. Take it easy. Have a nice day. And thanks for stopping in, of course.